So John in this moment is caught up in the Spirit. And we've talked about that a bit already. In this, he is able to see the world and himself from heaven's point of view. But the note that we need to keep focused is this. John is not transported to some alternative time or universe. He is able to see from heaven's point of view as his feet are firmly planted on the ground. So what Revelation is doing for us here is giving us a set of prophetic images, counter-prophetic images. We talked about prophecy a couple of weeks ago, right? Prophecy is more about declaration than it is about prediction, right? It speaks into the present right now. It gives us the tools we need to discern truth, to figure out what's right and wrong, good and evil, truth and lies, when it's hard to do so. So as John is caught up in the Spirit, he sees the world from heaven's point of view. It's the exact same for us as disciples of Jesus and our starting point, the way we think about God and what it means to be disciples. If you have your radio tuned to sad and foreboding, even though the video of your life stays exactly the same, and then you approach it saying, oh, everything is terrible and I'm scared, what's going to happen? Or if you have your life set to comical and you just start laughing and saying, what a joke. I've got no control over everything. Why bother? Or if you have it set to actually scary or sad, woe is me. Everything is terrible. I can't do anything right. Or perhaps where we need to have it tuned to is this worship service that's already in progress that we are just joining in on that says, God is in control. And no matter what happens on the screen, the soundtrack of my life, the backing track of all of it, is a God who has things all together. And no one can change that channel for you except you. Which will it be? So John turns around. He's wiping the tears from his eyes, fully expecting to see a lion. And what does he see? A lamb. And the word he uses for lamb here is teeny-weeny little baby fluffy white lamb. So what does this mean? Well, lion symbolizes power, control, royalty. But the lamb symbolizes gentle vulnerability and weakness. So the picture he paints for us is this, is that the victory of the lion comes through the sacrifice of the Lamb who gently overthrows everything. We are called out into our world to win it, to conquer it, to love it through weakness and foolishness. And that is why you and I forgive one another. Oh, but that's losing. That's letting down. That's like saying that they win, they're right, and I'm wrong. And that's so stupid, and that makes us weak. Yeah. And that's why, friends, we as Christians, disciples of Jesus, give our money away liberally. Oh, but that is so dumb. I have worked hard for that money. It's my money. It belongs to me. If I don't have it and something happens, it makes me vulnerable. It makes me weak. That would be so foolish. I would be losing if I gave all my money away. Yeah. And that's why, friends, we give our time away liberally. Oh, but time is our most valuable commodity. Why would I give it away? I don't got time on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for anything that's outside of me. That would be foolish. I need my energy. I need my time. That would be weak. That opens me up. That makes me vulnerable. Makes me tired. Yeah. And that's why, friends, as disciples of Jesus, that we take anybody and everybody in. But that's losing. They should have looked after themselves. I've looked after myself. They're just freeloaders. Why would I do that for them? Oh, well, that's going to cost me something. That is so foolish. That's going to make me weak and vulnerable and open me up to who knows what. Yeah. Because for the disciple of Jesus, Winning has been redefined. And as we are caught up in God's Spirit, we are able to see the world from God's point of view. So the big questions that rise out of this part of the text for us this morning are these. How are you expecting God to show up in your life right now? Have you been standing at the window of your life out there looking for a lion? While all this while there's been a lamb on your front porch? How are you expecting him to arrive, to save, to rescue, to conquer? And for all the winners that are out there today, here's the toughest question you'll hear this morning. Where is it that you need to lose? I mean lose right now, lose big time. Where is it that you need to come off as foolish and as weak and as vulnerable for the sake of God's kingdom? So as you and I wrap our minds around this redefined way of winning, as we allow ourselves to lose, to be weak, to be foolish, we ought to think about it in terms of this new Exodus. So the next questions we need to ask ourselves are these. What do you need to be freed from right now? What is it that's holding you hostage and captive right now? What is it that God is calling you out from?